Jill Duggar, known from the reality series 19 Kids and Counting, took to social media to share a deeply emotional message on the one-year anniversary of her daughter Isla Marie's stillbirth. The heartfelt post resonated with many who have experienced similar losses or who have followed her family's journey through the years. For Jill and her husband, Derek Dillard, Isla's birth and subsequent loss marked a moment in time that forever altered their lives. Isla Marie was due in 2023, and the pregnancy had been much anticipated. Jill had shared the joyful news of her pregnancy with followers, offering glimpses of her growing belly and celebrating each milestone along the way. However, the couple's joy turned to heartbreak when Isla was stillborn at 20 weeks gestation, a tragic loss that was both unexpected and devastating. Jill's message in the year following Isla's death reveals not only the depth of her grief but also her ongoing journey toward healing. In her post, Jill described the sorrow of losing a child she had carried and dreamed about for months. She expressed how difficult it was to reconcile the life she had imagined for her family with the devastating reality of Isla's death. The grief was not just for the baby they had lost, but also for the memories they would never get to create as parents to their daughter. Jill's words were raw, capturing the deep pain of holding a child in her arms, knowing she would not have the chance to watch her grow. She talked about the fleeting moments spent with Isla, the tenderness of those first and final interactions, and how that brief time forever shaped her heart. The post also highlighted Jill's struggles with her faith during the grieving process. As someone who has openly shared her Christian beliefs throughout her life, Jill acknowledged that her faith had been tested by Isla's death. She wondered about God's plan and whether there was any meaning to the loss of such a beautiful child. Yet, she also shared how her faith had been a source of comfort as well. Despite the pain, Jill expressed a sense of gratitude for the time she did have with Isla, even though it was far too short. The pain of loss was still incredibly raw, but Jill's faith helped her navigate the deep emotions she was facing. Jill and Derek have been open about their experiences since Isla's stillbirth. They share details with their followers to help others who might be walking through similar grief, creating a community of support for people who have experienced loss. This transparency has been appreciated by many, as it breaks the silence around stillbirth and infant loss, two topics that are often discussed in hushed tones. By sharing their story, Jill and Derek helped to normalize the conversation around grief and provided comfort to those who felt isolated in their own struggles. In her anniversary message, Jill also took time to express gratitude for the support they received from friends, family, and fans. During such a difficult time, the outpouring of love and empathy helped the couple feel less alone in their sorrow. Jill acknowledged the importance of reaching out to others during times of grief, and how much comfort they had found in knowing that there were others who understood their pain. The messages of support from those who had also experienced stillbirth, or who had simply been moved by their story, were a lifeline during the darkest days of their grief. Jill's reflection on Isla's loss also offered a glimpse into the couple's healing process over the past year. While the pain of losing Isla will never fully fade, Jill spoke of finding new ways to honor her daughter's memory. She shared how they had created a small ritual of lighting a candle on Isla's birthday to mark the occasion and remember her. These rituals, Jill noted, helped bring a sense of peace and closure, as well as a way to remember the daughter they would never get to raise. Jill also shared her hope for the future, despite the overwhelming grief she still feels. While she acknowledged that there would always be a space in her heart for Isla, Jill expressed a quiet optimism about the possibility of healing and moving forward. She mentioned how important it was to keep going, even when the road felt impossibly difficult. Jill and Derek's journey through grief has not been linear, and there have been days when the sadness felt insurmountable. But through their shared pain and faith, they have found a way to keep going, one day at a time. Jill's post served as a reminder of the complexities of grief, how it is not a simple or straightforward process, and how each person's experience of loss is unique. For some, healing comes quickly, while for others, it is a long and painful journey. Jill's message resonated with many who have experienced similar losses, reminding them that it is okay to feel both sadness and hope simultaneously. It's a complicated and personal experience, but Jill's words emphasize that no one needs to go through it alone. She encouraged others to reach out, to find support, and to honor their loved ones in whatever way felt right for them. For Jill and Derek, the journey of healing is ongoing. They have been blessed with 2 children since Isla's death, Samuel and Frederick, and while they bring joy to the couple, Jill has said that their family will always carry the memory of Isla with them. Her story serves as a reminder that the loss of a child is a grief that lasts a lifetime, but so too is the love that a parent has for their child, even one who is no longer physically present. Through this anniversary message, Jill Duggar not only honored the memory of her daughter Isla, but also opened up about the process of grief, healing, and hope. Her message struck a chord with many, offering comfort, strength, and solidarity to those who are navigating their own painful journeys. While the loss of Isla will forever be a part of their family's story, Jill's strength and vulnerability offer a powerful example of resilience, love, and the importance of leaning on faith and community during the hardest times.